Shanghai, a city that pulsates with energy and life, a metropolis that never seems to rest. A city that never sleeps, where the streets are always bustling and the lights never dim. A city that assaults your senses with sights, sounds, and smells, creating a symphony of sensory experiences that is both overwhelming and exhilarating. From the neon-drenched skyscrapers of Pudong, which pierce the night sky with their dazzling lights, to the ancient alleys of the French Concession, where history whispers through every brick and stone, Shanghai is a feast for the senses, a place where every corner offers something new and exciting to discover. And what better way to experience this sensory overload than through its food? The culinary scene here is as diverse and dynamic as the city itself. Street food vendors hawk steaming baskets of dumplings, each bite a burst of flavor that tells a story of tradition and innovation. Open-air markets teem with exotic ingredients, from fresh vegetables and spices to fruits you've never seen before, each one a potential culinary adventure. Michelin-starred restaurants push the boundaries of culinary art, offering dishes that are as visually stunning as they are delicious, each one a masterpiece of flavor and presentation. Shanghai is a city that lives and breathes food, where every meal is an event and every bite is a journey into the heart of its rich culinary heritage. It's a city where every meal is an adventure, every bite a discovery, and every dish tells a story of the people and culture that created it. This is where our story begins, in the heart of this culinary wonderland, where the quest for the perfect bite takes us on a journey through the vibrant streets and bustling markets of Shanghai. A quest for the legendary veggie crab dumplings, a dish that has captured the hearts and taste buds of locals and visitors alike. A journey into the soul of Shanghai's street food scene, where every vendor has a story to tell, and every dish is a testament to the city's rich culinary heritage. Are you ready? Buckle up, because we're about to dive headfirst into the delicious chaos that is Shanghai, a city where the food is as dynamic and diverse as the people who call it home. Our adventure takes us deep into the heart of the former French Concession. We're talking tree-lined avenues, chic boutiques, and a palpable buzz in the air. This is where old-world charm collides with modern Shanghai, creating a unique energy that's both intoxicating and exhilarating. Our destination? Jiajiatangbao, a hole-in-the-wall joint, unassuming, legendary. The line spills out onto the street, a mix of locals and tourists, all drawn by the siren song of juicy dumplings. The air crackles with anticipation. The aroma of broth, soy sauce, and vinegar hangs heavy. Our stomachs rumble in unison. We've entered a sacred space, a temple dedicated to the art of the dumpling. The menu is short and sweet. No nonsense, just dumplings, pork, shrimp, and the holy grail veggie crab. Our hearts are set. We order a dozen of the veggie crab, our mouths watering in anticipation. The wait is agonizing but short-lived. The steaming bamboo baskets arrive. They're piled high with plump, glistening dumplings, each one a masterpiece, a testament to generations of culinary expertise. The aroma is intoxicating, savory, earthy, a hint of ginger and sesame oil. We can't wait any longer. It's time to unleash the flavor. Finding a table at Jiajiatangbao is like scoring a winning touchdown in the last 3 seconds of the Super Bowl. It's a chaotic free-for-all. Elbows fly, Mandarin and Shanghainese curses fill the air. We weave through the crowd, our precious cargo of dumplings held high above the fray. Suddenly a table opens up. It's a small, rickety thing, barely big enough for two, but it's ours. We pounce on it like lions on a gazelle. Victory is ours. We've conquered the first hurdle. Now, for the main event. The dumplings sit before us, steaming and inviting, plump little parcels of joy. But before we can devour them, we have to navigate the treacherous terrain of chopsticks. Now I consider myself a seasoned chopstick veteran. I can pick up a peanut with chopsticks. I can even use them to separate laundry. But these dumplings, they're slippery little suckers. They test my dexterity, my patience, and my sanity. One dumpling almost takes a nosedive into my lap. Another threatens to launch itself across the table, but we persevere. We're not quitters. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, I capture a dumpling. It's a thing of beauty. The dough, translucent and delicate. The filling, a vibrant green. bursting with promise. I bring it to my nose, inhaling deeply. The aroma is intoxicating, earthy, savory, with a hint of sesame oil and ginger. My mouth waters. This is it, the moment of truth. I take a deep breath and sink my teeth into the dumpling. The world stops spinning. Oh my God. The flavors explode in my mouth like a 4th of July fireworks display. The delicate sweetness of the crab, the earthy aroma of the mushrooms, the subtle heat of the ginger, all perfectly balanced. The dough, thin and delicate, melts in my mouth. This isn't just a dumpling, it's a religious experience. We devour the rest of the dumplings in a state of blissful silence. Each bite is a revelation, a symphony of flavors and textures. We've died and gone to dumpling heaven. The silence doesn't last. It's broken by the sounds of our own delighted groans. We attack the rest of the dumplings with the ferocity of competitive eaters. Chopsticks become weapons. Broth splatters. It's a beautiful mess. Our table, once a haven of peace, is now a war zone, but we're too busy demolishing dumplings to care. Each bite is a revelation, a symphony of textures and tastes. These aren't your average everyday dumplings. These bad boys are packed with a secret weapon, a hidden reservoir of savory broth. One wrong move and bam, hot soup explodes down your chin. It happens to me. Of course it does. I'm a magnet for culinary mishaps, but I wear that broth badge of honor with pride. It's all part of the Jiajiatang Bao experience, a rite of passage. The crowd around us ebbs and flows. Newcomers eye our table with a mixture of envy and impatience. They've caught a whiff of the magic happening here. They want in on the action. We become acutely aware of the unwritten rules of the Shanghai shuffle. Eat fast, make room, don't hog the good fortune. We slurp our soup, polish off our dumplings, and vacate the premises with a respectful nod. We emerge onto the street, our bellies full, our spirits soaring. We've conquered the Jiajiatang Bao challenge. We've tasted the divine. The chaos of Shanghai seems to melt away. The neon lights glow a little brighter. The air smells a little sweeter. We've achieved a state of dumpling-induced zen. Our plates are clean. Our hearts are full. We've experienced the magic of Jiajiatang Bao, and will never be the same. This wasn't just a meal. It was an adventure. A story we'll tell for years to come. A testament to the power of good food and great company. Our dumpling-fueled zen was short-lived. A couple approached our recently vacated table like sharks circling their prey. They were clearly veterans of the Shanghai shuffle, their eyes laser-focused on the prize, a place to sit in this dumpling haven. We made awkward eye contact, a mix of guilt for finishing so quickly and relief at escaping the Culinary Coliseum. But something unexpected happened. Instead of barging past us, they smiled, a genuine, disarming smile. One of them spoke, a rapid string of Mandarin that flew right over my head, but the tone was friendly, inviting. Were they offering us to share their table? We looked at each other, eyebrows raised, our minds racing to process the unexpected turn of events. This was a plot twist we didn't see coming. A curveball thrown by the universe in the form of a tiny table in a bustling restaurant. The international language of, "Are you kidding me? You want us to share this tiny table in this insanely crowded place?" must have been written all over our faces. We exchanged glances, silently communicating our shared disbelief. The woman laughed, a tinkling sound that cut through the din of the restaurant, her amusement evident as she observed our bewilderment. She gestured to the table, then to us, then back to herself, her movements fluid and inviting, as if to say, "Come, join us, there's always room for more." It was clear, we were in. There was no turning back now. We shuffled towards the table, our initial hesitation melting away. Suddenly we were four strangers, brought together by the universal love of dumplings. The barriers of language and culture seemed to dissolve in the face of shared culinary delight. We squeezed in, our knees knocking, our shoulders bumping, but none of us minded. The close quarters only added to the sense of camaraderie. They spoke no English, and our Mandarin was limited to ni hao and ziexi. Yet, through smiles, gestures, and the occasional laugh, we managed to bridge the gap. But none of that mattered. We had dumplings, plates piled high with steaming, delicious dumplings that spoke a language all their own, and that was all the language we needed. In that moment, surrounded by new friends and savoring each bite, we realized that food truly is a universal language capable of bringing people together in the most unexpected ways. They ordered, a flurry of hand gestures and rapid-fire Mandarin. More steaming baskets arrived, piled high with the glorious little parcels of joy. The woman, noticing our wide-eyed enthusiasm, offered us one of theirs. It was a different variety, filled with pork and chives, the aroma even more intoxicating than the veggie crab. We accepted, our fingers brushing awkwardly as we exchanged the culinary gifts. The first bite was a revelation. The savory pork, the fragrant chives, the delicate broth, all dancing a tango on our tongues. We all made appreciative noises, a chorus of mmm and ah that transcended any language barrier. Even the dumpling master, a stoic figure behind the counter, cracked a smile. Our impromptu dumpling summit was coming to an end. Our new friends finished their meal, paid, and stood to leave. They said something to us, their faces full of warmth and good cheer. We smiled back, nodding even though we had no idea what they said. But we knew. It was a thank you, a come again, a may the dumplings be with you. As we walked back out onto the bustling street, the neon lights seemed a little brighter, the city's energy a little more contagious. We had come to Jiajia Tangbao for the veggie crab dumplings, but we left with something far more satisfying. A reminder that sometimes the best things in life are unexpected, shared, and best enjoyed with a side of dumplings. Walking away from Jiajia Tangbao, I couldn't help but feel like I just lived a scene from a movie. The kind of scene that makes you pause the film and say, man, I gotta go to Shanghai. The bustling street, the neon lights painting the night sky, the echo of laughter and the clatter of chopsticks still ringing in my ears. It was a sensory overload in the best possible way. A chaotic symphony conducted by the spirit of Shanghai. The city seemed to be alive, breathing in sync with its inhabitants. Every corner, every alleyway, every street vendor added a unique note to this urban melody. The night market was a kaleidoscope of colors and sounds, a place where tradition met modernity in the most unexpected ways. A chaotic symphony conducted by the spirit of Shanghai, and at the heart of it all, the humble dumpling. The dumpling, a small, unassuming package that somehow manages to encapsulate the soul of this city. It's the perfect blend of tradition and innovation, simplicity and complexity, chaos and harmony. As I took a bite, I could taste the history, the culture, the very essence of Shanghai. It was as if the city had been distilled into this one perfect morsel. The chefs, with their deft hands and keen eyes, were artists in their own right, crafting each dumpling with care and precision. They were the unsung heroes of this culinary symphony. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, one bite of a Jiajia Tangbao dumpling and you'll understand. You'll feel the heartbeat of Shanghai in that single bite. It's more than just food. It's an experience, a journey, a story told through flavors and textures. And in that moment, I knew I was part of something bigger, something timeless. This wasn't just about stuffing my face with delicious food, although I did a damn good job of that. This was about experiencing a culture through its cuisine, about connecting with strangers over a shared love of dumplings, about embracing the unexpected and finding beauty in the chaos. We often think of food as fuel, as sustenance. But at Jiajia Tangbao, I was reminded that food can be so much more. It can be an adventure, a conversation, a memory. It can be a bridge between cultures, a celebration of life, a damn good reason to book a flight to Shanghai. So next time you find yourself wandering the streets of Shanghai, your stomach rumbling, your senses craving adventure, do yourself a favor. Seek out Jiajia Tangbao, brave the crowds, master the chopsticks, and order a dozen veggie crab dumplings. And when you take that first bite, when the flavors explode in your mouth and you feel a connection to something bigger than yourself, remember this. The adventure doesn't end when you leave the restaurant. It stays with you. In the echo of laughter, the warmth of shared moments, and the lingering taste of dumplings. It's a reminder that the world is full of delicious surprises, just waiting to be discovered. So go out there and find them, and let the adventure continue. For more amazing food and drinks tips and recipes, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you never miss an update from us. Tell us about your thoughts in the comment section. Check out our other videos for more culinary inspiration. We love you. Until next time, keep cooking, stay adventurous.